It's an absolutely beautiful day, so I thought I would walk down to the ocean and have a look since the ice has completely cleared. So in my previous video I said I would be going through my online inner circle of 3 to 5 people, and as I started filming that video I quickly realized that I should make an individual video of each of these individuals. Not only do these people deserve to have their own video, but I think it's more beneficial for everyone to kind of see where I was in my life and in what sort of a state of mind I was in during all of those time periods. So what I learned from trying to film that video was that I really should put more time aside to consolidate what I learn from my mentors, my teachers, and most importantly to consolidate what I've learned on the long term. Because when you're learning and when you have momentum, it's very easy to keep going. And although it's easy for me to mention 1,000 different things that they've taught me, it's a different thing to stop to appreciate the transformation that they've made available to you. Looking at it from a broader scale, looking at it from a macro scale, who was I as an individual back then? And what was the key defining element that allowed me to develop myself to the next level? Because in all of these instances, there's really one key component, one mindset that these individuals helped me with. And I realized that I really want to make these videos more in depth. I really want to show what the turn of the tide really was for me. And filming that video reminded me of the fact that I need to sit down more often and actually have an intellectual discussion with myself about specifically what it was that changed, or what it was that someone helped me realize. Because for me it's easy to name 1,000 different things that these people did for me, but to be able to consolidate that into a strong articulated theory and then prove that theory is a very different thing. And I think this will highlight the idea that if you're only looking for perfect mentors, perfect people whom to follow, they're most likely not allowing you to grow to your full potential. So by that process of selection, you are by default limiting your own growth. And what's really important is to realize that even though you might be assessing these individuals as being perfect, there's a very high likelihood that you yourself aren't perfect, and therefore you will make flawed decisions. And you can only ever come to realize those things after the fact, discover the full extent of the story in hindsight. You can't go on a journey knowing everything, otherwise it's not a journey. And if it's not a journey, then there's no growth. And that's really the biggest lesson to be learned. You have to have the humility to say that I don't know everything. So therefore, it's not wise to limit my growth by putting things into boxes and defining everything before I actually interact with it. So that's it really. I think making those videos will have to wait at least until I release my next album, because I'm currently mixing and I really don't have time for much else. So since these videos require a bit of researching and bringing certain things back to mind and meditating on what I've learned. It means they're going to take some time, and I'd rather do that when I actually have a bit more time available to me. So that's it. I'm gonna go do some mixing, and I'll see you next time. Finished.